Well, it's a wonderful, dull, dreich looking Friday afternoon here. My friend Adam's popped up and we're going to change the oil in his Kia Sportage. So we've got the oil filter housing there, and we're going to get underneath the car, get it jacked up and get the sump bolt out. So that's today's task. Change the oil in a 2016 Kia Sportage. Okay, so Adam is currently jacking the car up so we've got a bit more room for manoeuvre. So to take the oil filter housing off, it's a 27mm. That goes on there, and then we've got the socket wrench, so we're just going to take that off and get access to the oil filter. Right, so that's that slackened off. What are you doing?
No, because when you let the fucking oil, once it just now piss out.
Right, so that's that, totally done. Right, so the next thing, we've jacked the car up. Hang on. We've jacked the car up to get a bit more space. It's a couple of inches off the ground. I'm going to get the sump bolt undone. Right, so Adam's got his hand under here. He found it. Was it a 17mm?
Aye.
A 17mm. And he's going to get this oil all over the place. So anyway, that sump bolt's going to come out. Just noticed we need to replace a couple of clips here as well. Well, this is the oil filter that was ordered. It was actually ordered via AliExpress. So that's the part number. According to the box, it says it's a Kia genuine part. It's a German one, I think, Mala, or Malay, however you pronounce that. Sludge. Hang on, let's have a look at the one that's come out. So that's not looking very clever at all, is it? So you need to get in right into the bottom of the oil filter housing and clean out all that sludge. I would leave that just now. Yeah, that's not very good. So anyway, we've got the new paper filter and we've got the new gaskets to fit onto the spigot thing, the little pointy thing that goes into the filter housing. So due to seeing all that sludge that was in the bottom of the filter, we're giving this filter housing a good old clean out. Right, so we're continuing to clean out all the sludge. You can even see the oil cap is sludged. I know a wee bit, that's a lot of sludge. So right, well that's had a reasonable clean out. The next thing we need to do is clean the cap, because it's very, very sludgy. So that's looking a bit better. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is take the oil filter off. So yeah, you can see that's a hell of a sludge. It's like bloody molasses. Yeah, not looking very clever at all. So that'll need to get a good old clean out as well.
A bit of paper.
I'll get the paper. Well, we had a minor emergency here because some fucking idiot threw the sump bolt in the bucket. So there's been a bit of panicking going on here. Well, Mr. Wilson has been pulling what hair he's got left out, but we're now putting the sump bolt back in. You should have had your gloves on.
Oh, I'll just take a wash of dirty now.
Oh, there definitely are. So he's going to put the sump bolt back in, and then we'll see about putting oil in. So while Adam's doing that, I will make sure this has had a decent clean up, and I'll see about putting the new filter on. But I'll say one thing, that oil is like sludge. I've never seen oil like that ever. And this oil has supposedly been changed, so if anybody knows why that oil is so sludgy and like treacle, I have no idea. But answers in the comments if you feel like commenting. Alright, so here we are, we've got the filter housing. We need to take off one. We'll need to take off that O-ring and also this O-ring. Right, we're going to take the small one off, the hook on it. This is a difficult way to take it off, but yep.
Cut it off.
Just bloody put your fingers round it, man. So that's it. You can tell Adam's an expert at putting condoms on. Now before you do that, stop.
What?
You need to take off the big O-ring at the bottom. Now look at the position first. So it's there. So get your hook in there. That's it, and then just draw it around and off. So you're going to put your new one on into the recess. Follow it round, nicely located, and then this one, so make sure this doesn't ping off into the wide blue yonder. Any time today will be fine. So this is the top one. Okay, so that's that done. That'll be alright once the oil, because it's just to put it into the position. Right, and then chuck your filter over.
The metal rope, will you?
Don't think so, yeah. Just push it on and it'll locate at the bottom. That's it.
Oh, it doesn't look good, that bit.
No, it'll be fine. Okay, we're now putting the filter into the housing.
There's the socket.
Oh, that's not going in. I don't know what's happening there. Right, we'll need to stop a second. Well, the reason it wasn't screwing on is because it's not the correct oil filter. So there's a good inch of a difference. So Right, so that's the filter that I ordered from AliExpress for my Kia Ceed. It's going in fine. Dead overdue, it's just a plastic housing. But so that's that. So the reference number you saw before, if you've got a 2016 onwards Kia Ceed, wouldn't recommend using that part number because it didn't fit in this application. So I'll be contacting the guy that sent them and see what he's got to say. This is the oil that we're using today, Manol fully synthetic, 5 watt 30. This was £17.25 for 5 litres. So we'll get that poured in. Well, the rain's come on now, so that's wonderful. So we're using a honey bottle top to use as a funnel. Now it's time to put the oil in. Well, that's the fresh oil in. What a difference in colour. So we'll leave this for a couple of minutes and then we'll check the oil level. I'll need to start the engine and then get the oil round, and we'll go and get a cup of tea or a coffee because it is bloody miserable here now. So well, we've topped the oil up, we've been inside for tea and cheese on toast. So we're going to check the level of the oil. See if it looks nice and golden as well, that'd be the other thing. Dipstick's definitely looking a better colour. I think I need to do it again so you can see it properly. Put your thing on there. It's a wee bit over that. But the capacity is 5.3 and you've put 5 in.